Stream Squad. We're live. Let's go. Oh, that's loud, that's loud, that's loud. That's really loud. That is here. That should be good, right? Yeah, that keeps it to a dull roar. Sweet! I need to remember to put on low latency, but I mean, we're doing all right. The stream hasn't tanked yet, so we're good. Alrighty, we're just waiting for people to show up. I mean, I know it's Christmas Eve, so I mean, like, I don't know how many people are actually going to show, but, you know, better than nothing Saturday mornings. Pop this chat out. Throw this over here. The other one is right here. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Trying to figure out what I want to do with this chat screen. I think I need to have this chat screen open to make it work. Yesterday I was having issues with on-screen chat. Couldn't make it work though. What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Hi, everyone dipped. Awkward. What up, what up, what up? How we doing today? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah, so I wanted to watch Kairos Time's review of the update. That's what I was thinking. What's up, Sam? How you doing, bro? Welcome back. Long time no see. I know we just talked yesterday. Where I don't want to do a react to it. I just want to watch it. Stream's actually healthy today. Yeah, I don't want to react to it because I have the other react to cut up, which I haven't even started. I was supposed to start it this morning, but I had a very, I don't want to say unmotivated, but I was very relaxed this morning, and I didn't get around to doing it. I'm about 2 hours behind everything I wanted to do today. That being said, I just want to watch Kairos Time's thing. We'll probably react to it, but I'm not going to cut it for a video or nothing. Because I don't think that I'm going to add too much. Like, it's just going to be... If I wanted to react to it, I might as well just do my own review of the entire update, which I kind of done over the course of the last couple of videos. Plus, on top of that, it's like... I'd be double dipping in his content, which I feel like is stepping on people's toes. Like, it's okay to do it once in a while, but I don't want to, like, make that my main feature of content, right? Just waiting for more people to show up, though, before we get started in anything. It's only been about 5 minutes. The struggles of being a 10 viewer Andy. You go live and then you gotta hope people show up. I used to have like a solid 20 people here. Every Saturday we would stream, and we would have like, yeah, between 10 and 20 people show up, and we would do friendlies and stuff. We'd actually be able to fill whole lobbies of friendlies. But those days are long gone. I stopped streaming consistently on Saturdays, and then a lot of my community fell out of Brawl Stars. Some of them are starting to get back into it, like Pasta Factory. He's just back. What's up, Blaze? How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. Anyway, yeah, like Pasta Factory, he's getting back into it. Nugget, he's getting back into it. Some people never left. Sortie. Stub. Even I took a couple months off, but like, Blizz is the GOAT. Yeah, Blizz is great. I see streams actually showing up, or the chat's actually showing up on screen. I wonder if I need to keep the window open. I wonder if that's the issue. Because yesterday I was minimizing the window and it wasn't. I was thinking maybe that was the issue. Is that maybe if when I minimize the window, it doesn't want to work. I wish I was. Sort of early for me, 7 a.m. I know, West Coast vibes, right? Meanwhile, it's 10:30 for East Coast. I'm in the middle of a blizzard right now. Dude, it's like, we got like, yesterday the winds were real bad. Oh yeah, I got this for Christmas last year. It's got my pins on it. My old, or this is my current logo right here. Yeah. I asked for it for Christmas. I sent my wife the PNGs of the pins, and then I asked her for it to put it on a mug, and then she got a purple background for it, and then I rebranded the main channel to be red, which is, you know, raspberry jam, but all the same, still a great mug. Anyway, in the middle of a blizzard right now, 60-mile-per-hour winds. We're supposed to get a foot of snow today. Yesterday we got like, I would say probably 8 inches, plus the winds were worse. The winds were like 70, 80 miles per hour. My whole house was creaking all day long. So yeah, like I said already, like the title says, I want to watch the Kairos time video. I don't know if you guys watched that yet or not. I'm gonna feel bad because technically it's stealing a couple of views, but the dude gets 300,000 views per video anyway. I'm not gonna react to it like I did yesterday, because I don't want to double dip in his content, and I don't want to make react content like my main thing. I don't mind doing it once in a while for some free views, but I'm not gonna double dip into just reacting to Kairos Times videos and stuff. So we will watch it. I will like comment on it and stuff, but I'm not gonna clip it for a video or nothing. And then we'll just probably play some Brawl Stars and chill. It'll be a nice easy stream today, especially for a holiday. So let's jump into that. I always doubt they're actually honest. I feel like, yeah, I agree, Blizz. I feel like he butters it up a little bit. Like, I feel like there's way more negative things in the game than he lets on. And I feel like it's dishonest to not really, like, he does critique things. Like when Gears came out, he didn't really pull his punches with Gears about how bad they were, but a lot of the time he kind of puts like a sugar coating on the bad things to try to like make it easier for people to take. And you know what? I like to critique him for that. But there's also the flip side where he has a huge community. I want to talk about this real quick. He has a huge community, and it's not beneficial for him to just bash the game nonstop and make people negative on the game, because what that's going to do is that's going to turn the people that watch him into against Brawl Stars and possibly cause them to quit Brawl Stars. So, in that regard, it hurts him in the long run to be overly negative about things, if that makes sense, because it turns his community against Brawl Stars, and then at the same time also causes people to quit Brawl Stars, which hurts him in the long run. I watched half the video, but it's pretty long. He's in the creator program, so it makes sense. He does speak for half the community. Yep. Yeah, so I think part of it is honesty, but I also think part of it is him sugarcoating things a little bit too much. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a negative person. But personally, I think you need to keep gaming companies accountable for stuff if you don't agree with it. Like, if they're doing bad things, if they're releasing, like, when they were doing, like, the Meg update last year, and I was like, this is a terrible update. Why would you just release a Brawl Pass and a Legendary Brawler that nobody's going to be able to get? And then after that, then they made it so you can get Legendary Brawler. They capped your Legendary percentages out of boxes. And, like, I was just bashing the game nonstop. But in my opinion, they deserve that. But, I don't know. like I said, it's hard when you have a massive community to be overly negative because you don't want, like I said, you don't want to turn people against the entire community. Yo, this hurts my feelings, okay? Look at this real quick. You can't see it. There's me, live streaming with 4 people watching. And then Mr. AP, 91 people watching. This dude makes shorts, and he has 91 people watching. Nah, it's alright. He's also got, what, 500,000 subscribers? 218,000, whatever. It is what it is. Don't compare yourself to others. Stay in your lane, boy. The game was feeling dead around season 10 when the Year of the Tiger came out, not gonna lie. If I stream, let me raid you, bring my viewers to you. It's alright, man. The problem is this channel's kind of dead because I don't really upload on it or anything. And then on top of that, I'm super inconsistent over here. I'm trying to be better about it. Like I said in the Raspberry Jam video, I want to try to stream twice a week. So we hit it this week. This is the second stream this week, so. Blah, 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 blah. But.
This is.
All right. So we're going to get started on this because it's been like 10 minutes. You know. We'll blow this up. We got to mute our music. Get the ad blocker on. Bro, I pay for my ad blocker, all right? YouTube Premium. I'm just waiting for them to add a free channel membership. I'm waiting for them to add channel memberships onto YouTube Premium because it's absurd that Twitch has that, but YouTube doesn't, and they have a premium service.
Is my 100%.
Alrighty. You guys can hear it, right? We're all good on that regard. All right, ready? Let's go.
This is my 100% honest review of arguably the biggest update in Brawl Stars history. Now, I wanted to get this video out as soon as
that's all right, Bliss.
You were looking at
just hang out.
like, Kairos, it's like 3 weeks after the update. Okay, not that long, but you get the idea. It's been a long time. I had to rerun a bunch of numbers to see exactly how the progression system compared to the old one. Is it better? And if so, in what ways is it better? Is it worse? And in what ways is it worse?
So I think that it's better if you want to unlock brawlers up to your mythic brawlers. I think it's harder to unlock mythic brawlers, legendary brawlers, and chromatic brawlers are just atrocious. I think they definitely botched it on chromatic brawlers because they force they force free-to-play players and sometimes spenders to miss out on certain brawlers. It's like really bad. But
how is the community responding, and what are my thoughts?
1,500 chroma credits for the brand new chromatic brawler is just absurd, man. It's insane.
Thoughts on this update. There was way more to consider than any other update in the past. Like, we're talking about a complete removal of boxes, and that, like, even the Power 11 and gear update.
It is a huge update. It's like kind of crazy that they like made this ballsy move, especially for a mobile game.
Is this update, right? So it's taken some time.
But there was definitely legal pressure to remove gambling from them, and I'm expecting Clash Royale to try to figure out a system to remove gambling too. That's just the way the world is now. One chromatic brawler every season, and they're gonna keep releasing more. It's gonna be impossible. I mean, it's always been impossible ever since they released the Brawl Pass. It's been impossible for free-to-plays to truly max out their account. You can max out all the brawlers you have, but you're almost never gonna be able to keep up with it. At least in the old system, you would be able to get lucky and sometimes get a chromatic brawler the season he came out, and you'd be able to max them out. But now there's no way that's gonna happen. At best, you can save up the 4,000 chroma credits, but you're never really gonna do that unless you already have all the chromatic brawlers right now. So
finally have all of my thoughts all figured out, and you guys know how this works. My goal is to be 100% honest with my personal thoughts, even if that means disagreeing with Supercell, and even if that means disagreeing with some of you guys that are watching this video. We got a lot to talk about, and then finally I will rank this.
It's my opinion, and you don't have to like it.
I wanted to give a big thank you to T3 Arena for sponsoring.
I like his sweater. That's a great sweater. All right, I'm going to skip your ad, Cairo. Sorry, buddy. Not only did I steal one of your viewers, but I'm also stealing your ad. Or I'm skipping your ad.
Off the bat, in my opinion, this was an amazing update, okay, for so many different reasons. It definitely had its flaws, like chroma credits, which we'll talk about later on, but I am a big fan of the direction that the game is going, and like the Brawl Stars team, nobody was asking for the removal of Brawl boxes.
I do agree. It was definitely a good update. Like, you know, for the most part, they did hit a lot of things. There's a lot of good things in the game. They should have gave you that bro, they should have gave you that sponsorship. Yeah, for the most part, I would say they did a good job with removing boxes and all that. I mean, chroma credits suck. Legendary brawlers are kind of annoying to get. Fame is totally botched. I think they botched Fame, but I mean, like, for most people, I think it's very beneficial. And the PowerPoints rework is great. I think reworking PowerPoints to be one big pool that you pull for all your brawlers, I think that was a great change. But yeah.
Right, like,
and then like Chester, very good brawler. I mean, as of right now, I do think he's gonna fall off if they nerf his damage, like I've said many times. And then Gray, he's just a lot of fun. I don't have a ton of experience, but I know a lot of people are enjoying Gray, and I do think he's like a great brawler conceptually.
Anybody asking for that? I don't know who was asking for it, but somehow they decided to do something that is amazing for free-to-play players, and this is a big, awesome update. And if you think that this update sucked for any reason, well, we're gonna go through
the hard cut to fit that in.
Actually, I think that a lot of people's concerns are very valid. Like, if you're feeling like you didn't like something in this update, you're probably right. But I highly recommend watching this video with an open mind. I don't even agree with every decision that Supercell made in this update, but overall, I think this update was a huge win, both for free-to-play players and for paying players alike. But we've got to talk about something that's a little messy. There was an issue with the progression system, and I mentioned that I had to go and calculate a bunch of numbers at the start of this video.
Spill the tea, Kairos. Spill the tea.
No matter how I looked at the numbers, things did not add up. It turned out that PowerPoint progression actually got nerfed. And I had told you guys that PowerPoints had
What? They nerfed PowerPoints? I did not know that, actually. Holy shit, this is 35 minutes long. We're going to be here a while, boys. Strap in. Damn, they nerfed PowerPoints? That's crazy. I did not think they did, but let's see what he has to say.
Actually been the same in my update content. So, like I said, I had to figure things out. The
Let's get
gold
it.
buff that we also had in order to make up for having to buy gadgets and star powers also was not as much.
It got
as
wiped
Supercell
out.
was telling me. I was very confused, okay? I took my concerns to the Brawl Stars team. I showed them all the numbers that I was getting, and I am very happy to announce that they took my concerns very seriously. We compared numbers, and after looking at things, they agreed, you know what, you're right, something is missing here. So they
I
went and
think
did some research.
I think where you're gonna get hit the most is the end of season rewards. I think the end of season rewards are very lackluster. Even if you take the fame out of account, or the credits for your brawlers out of the equation, you get like, I think it's 125 power points and then like 50 gold or something like that, or maybe it's reverse on that. But I feel like the end of season rewards that you used to get a big box for, I feel like those are very lackluster.
Found out where the issue was, and I'm really proud to say that they did not hesitate at all to make things right. Within a few hours, they decided to buff PowerPoints by 15%, buff gold by another 9%,
Where?
add buffs to
Where?
credits by 12% in the free side of the Brawl Pass, and they're also increasing the PowerPoints at the end of the Brawl Pass by 5%, and buffing PowerPoints by 7% in the paid pass. You can actually go and see these notes
News
in the
tab.
game section
Oh,
right
okay.
here, and it shows all of these numbers. And
Oh,
stuff.
so they buffed them on the free track.
All of this
Okay.
take effect in the Candyland Brawl Pass and in all future Brawl Passes. It didn't take effect into the Ghost Station, which I think is actually fine because most players had already progressed mostly through the Ghost Station in the first place because we kind of entered into it like halfway through the update, so I'm not actually, I think this is really fantastic.
You know, Kyra, some of us just came back to the game and we just finished our Brawl Pass like last week, all right? You know, I'm talking for a friend here.
Fantastic, and this is one of the reasons why I really love the Brawl Stars team. It would have been so easy for them to ignore everyone's concerns and move forward with progression just being nerfed, even after figuring out where the issue was. After all, this was probably the most popular update of the whole year, possibly in the last 2 years. According to a tweet sent out,
It did bring back a ton of players. I think 100,000 is what it was.
Frank, more than 10 million players have returned to Brawl Stars in
I wasn't even close. 10 million players. 10 million.
December, which is actually, that's insane. That is really crazy, and I'm actually seeing the results of that on my.
It's crazy. Even my Even my work boss is starting to get back into the game. Like, he's mad because he can't access his old account because he didn't link it to a Supercell ID, so he has no idea how to get to it. But he was playing it the other day at work, and I was laughing. I didn't play with him, but I probably should have.
A YouTube channel. I'm like, you know, for the past year, since Gears, I've been seeing it go down. Right now, I am seeing it go up, and I am so excited about that. And honestly, if they wanted to sneak a progression nerf into like an update, this update would have been the update to do so. Instead, they very seriously considered that there was some sort of
Carry your boss and make a video.
We could.
I could VC with him, and it would be hilarious.
Now, for those of you guys who
he gets angry.
Curious about how progression compares before and after, let me break it down for you. With these buffs taken into consideration, PowerPoint progression will essentially be the same as it was before this update. So no loss in PowerPoint progression, and we're getting a significant buff in gold to make up for the fact that we have to now buy gadgets and star powers. It doesn't completely make up.
One thing they need to fix is the in-game shop. Like when you go to like where you buy skins and stuff, how we used to have the PowerPoint shop there. I don't know why they nerfed it the way they did, where you only get one item a day, and sometimes that one item is 5 credits. What up, Ninja Hero? What up? I don't know why they nerfed it the way they did, where you only get 5. Like some days you only get like 5 of those normal credits, but like it's absurd how bad the in-game shop became after this update.
For gadgets and star powers, if you were one to never buy them from the shop and you always made sure that you got all of your gadgets and your star powers from brawl boxes. But
yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Ninja. Yeah, we're just watching this Kairos time video, and then we're probably gonna play Brawl. I'm not reacting to. Well, I mean, technically I am reacting to it, but I'm not recording it for a video or nothing. Like I got the video from yesterday to work on, so I don't want to double dip into Kairos times videos and stuff.
Is close enough in my opinion, and I'll explain why later on. Overall though, I am very happy with how progression is changing. In fact, I wanted to address some of the biggest misconceptions that I saw a lot of players making with this update. The number one misconception that I saw is people thinking that it is going to take the average free-to-play player longer to max out their account after the update. After all, I calculated that it would take about
it technically
7
does,
years
right?
for a very active free-to-play player to completely max out their account after this update.
False. You'll never max out your account if you're free to play because they're going to keep adding brawlers. As long as they keep maintaining the game, you're never going to max out your account because you're never going to be able to get all the brawlers. You need them to take 3 seasons off just to be able to catch up if you have all the brawlers right now.
And with the buffs being added into the game that I mentioned earlier, it's actually closer to 6.5 years. And that sounds like an absurd amount of time. And you're right, but guess what? Before the update, it took about 6.5 years for an active free-to-play player to completely
it's the same.
So like, believe me, I have done the math. It's almost exactly the same amount of time. Now that Brawl Stars buff PowerPoints and gold rates, we didn't lose any progression at all. In fact, the 20% buff for gold, in order to make up for the fact that now you have to buy gadgets and star powers, was on top of the 90% buff to gold that they did in the previous update when they removed scrap and gear tokens and replaced it with gold. People thought it was faster for you to upgrade and max out your account because all of the resources were hidden behind Brawlbox RNG. And now that it's clearly laid out for players, some people have thought that the new system is worse than the old one.
Yeah, now you can map it out a lot better. Now you don't have to hope that you get like a bigger Brawlbox with like 700 gold as opposed to 500. So like you can map it out a lot better. It's a lot easier to plan around if you're like that type of nerd where you actually plan that shit out. But obviously I think most people aren't gonna. So like most people like don't notice the difference between a Brawlbox that has 200 different gold or 200 gold difference.
Truth is though, for most players, the time to max out is almost exactly the same. Oh, also, if you are worried about that 6.5 years, that 6.5 years is if you are not playing club games or you're not playing Club League or anything like that. That is how you get ahead, okay?
That's not the problem, Kairos. The problem is getting the brawlers. You know, you can max out your brawlers super easy. It's not that bad. If you like you said, if you play your club league and you get your club coins every week, then you know you're gonna be able to max out your brawlers. The problem, and you're gonna be able to get your jam. After you see this video, can I play with you? Yeah, man, you can play. We'll get you in a lobby. Maybe we'll get enough people to actually do friendlies today. We'll see. But at very least, we'll play a couple games together. Anyway, the problem it's not getting the power points and the gold to max out your brawlers. That's doable. The problem is unlocking those brawlers now. The way they made it, it's just like absurd for new players and people who are free to play.
At the rate that Brawl Stars is releasing new brawlers, like theoretically, free-to-play players will not max out their accounts. But the way that you get ahead is through Club League. You will get faster progression through Club League.
I actually need to do my Club League. How long do I have to do that? I think it's going to expire soon. No, I got till like 3 p.m. I'm good.
But anyway,
I forgot. I'll have to do those real quick on stream. I'll probably throw all the games.
The update as well. Now, the second misconception that I've seen is that the 20% total gold buff was not enough to make up for gadgets and star powers no longer being free in boxes. This has a little bit of validity to it. This is both true and false
I swear to God, if he says you don't need to buy both gadgets and star powers, I'm going to lose it.
depending on what type of player you are. If you followed my advice and you never bought a gadget or star power from the shop with gold ever, then yeah, you're absolutely right. You do have a right to complain, because despite the gold buff, it will take longer for you to max out. Not by much, not as much as people are making it seem like. Like I said, the 20% gold buff is on top of the 90% gold buff that we had.
If he says you don't need to buy it all, I'm going to be annoyed.
I think. In fact, I was calculating that they'd only need about a 38% gold buff if you are a player that never spent any gold on gadgets or star powers and you always got it from boxes, okay? So for those types of players, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I do still think that it's fine, but we're actually getting way more gold to upgrade our brawlers than ever before, and I would argue that this new system is much better for most players, because most players would buy specific gadgets and star powers from the shop before this update because you couldn't rely on boxes to give you the gadget.
I only bought, okay, so he didn't say that. He's going to say that. It doesn't sound like he's going to end up saying that. I personally would only buy star powers from the shop because star powers were harder to get out of boxes, and those are a lot more of a power boost than just a gadget. Like gadgets, you can live without some. There's some games where like you don't even use some of your gadgets, or all your gadgets uses. So, and gadgets dropped out of boxes pretty easily. So I only bought star powers out of the shop, but that was just me. I don't know about you guys.
The star power that you wanted, and sometimes you'd get one and you're like, oh great, thanks for giving me the one that is useless when I wanted it on this brawler instead, or I wanted the other one, right? In fact, it will take less time for you to max out your brawlers, because now you can actually ignore gadgets and star powers that aren't good or that you...
He did say it. Man, all right, so my argument against ignoring gadgets and star powers, those are the things that get buffed and nerfed like a lot. Like they're very common buffs and nerfs or reworks that actually make like big differences when they do touch them. So like, you know, you could buy, what's a good example? Mortis's Coiled Snake, great example. That when it got reworked, it got worse. The star power itself, the Coiled Snake star power, because they took the base amount of what it did, added it to his main kit, and then, you know, now it just changes the amount of time it takes to charge up the Coiled Snake, instead of actually giving you a whole new ability. Like that's like a first example off the top of my head. Or like Dynamite. Dynamite's Dyna Jump just got extremely nerfed. Now you can't even triple jump if you were able to do it because they reworked his main attack. Sometimes they don't even need to touch the star power or gadget to make it worse. They just got to make other parts of his kit work. Other parts of that brawler's kit worse. So like, I don't know. I feel like if you take that route where you only buy one thing, you're pigeonholing yourself, and eventually you're going to need to buy the other thing because this game gets rebalanced every month. So you never know what's going to come around.
Will not use. If you are a completionist, yes, it will take more time. I'm just going to be honest and open and fair with you guys. But
it's the same argument about like gears. Like you don't have to buy all the gears, right? But then they rework the shield gear, or what was it? What gear got reworked in Division? Then they rework the gear and then they make it Vision gear, and it's terrible for 90% of the brawlers. Or, you know, they rework the health gear so that instead of it doing what it did, now you heal more. So instead of it being beneficial to low health brawlers, now it's beneficial to high health brawlers. Resistance, thank you. Yeah, so they reworked resistance into the Vision gear, and now the people that used resistance, which was, you know, 4 brawlers, now it's useless on them, but now Vision gear is good on snipers who didn't have it before. So, like, congratulations, you wasted your golden scrap. That's what I'm saying, like, you know, like it's the same argument about gears. Like you don't have to buy it all, but yeah, eventually, you know, you'll need it.
Now that players can choose which gadget and star power to get for every brawler, I think the new system is way better for most players. My one piece of feedback to Supercell now, though, is please, when new brawlers are actually released, please allow us to get both gadgets and both star powers right from the get-go.
I was actually going to say this, is that the other argument I was about to bring up was that you only get access to one gadget and one star power at a time, and if you do, you would either have to run it without a star. You'd have to run the new brawler without a star power and gadget if you didn't want those two things, or you'd be forced to buy it and then buy the set that you want later on when the second set came out. So, like, I was gonna say this. I'm glad that he pointed it out.
Go so the players don't have to feel like they have to wait before the specific ability is out. Like, that would be my one thing that I would really appreciate. So anyway, that's why I think the 20% gold buff is enough. Also, I just want to point out, okay, in the previous update, Supercell gave us 63% bonus gold when they converted scrap and gear tokens into gold. Okay, so if you are a past player, which is like 95% of my current audience,
that's not part of this update. Why are you talking about this? It's not part of this update.
And so you know, I hate to say that you don't have a right to complain, because you absolutely do, and I really feel like your feelings are justified, but at the same time, you're already way ahead, okay? And if you're a new player, the new system is already better for you. So overall, I'm very happy with the gold economy with the game right now. With that said, though, you know, I hate for me to be like, okay, I'm very happy with it, but I'm gonna still suggest a change. But I do have a couple ideas that I think that the people would really appreciate you Supercell doing. The first is if they made the first gadget and the first star power on every brawler discounted by 50%. I know that sounds like a lot, but by my calculations, that would actually still be worse than if they had just buffed gold by the 40.
I don't know if I agree with that. Making it, I got almost 100K last update, and then I already spent it. Now I'm broke. I'm clinging on to mine for dear life, but I've been spending it slowly but surely, upgrading brawlers to level 10, buying gears. You know, I'm chipping away at it. Eventually, I'll run out, and then I'll have to spend my club coins on gold. But I mean, I think since club coins are a thing, I mean, gold's not like it's still a big issue, right? But like, it's not as big as it was, because now you can just buy. I don't know, if you're in a decent club, you're in Mythic 3 or whatever. What up, John? How you doing, bro? If you're in a decent club, you get a decent amount of club coins every week. You do your club wars, you know, you'll be able to get your coins back pretty quickly. I'm not in a decent club. I'm in a shit club. I'm the only active player in my club.
Than I thought they would need to, or the 38%. But it would allow players to get their brawlers to a competitive level without drastically reducing the cost to completely max out a total account. The other thing, and this is kind of speculative, Supercell mentioned way back in one of the Brawl talks that they are planning on releasing some sort of a feature that might have like a mastery feature or something like that. We don't know what the details are behind.
I hate the idea of mastery. I know Clash Royale added it, and I get it, but it just feels like more quests to do. Like, you know, career-long quests that it just feels like, you know, play this brawler 900 times, kill 600 enemies with this brawler. Like, I don't know, it just feels grindy.
That. But what if they made it so that you could get a discount on gadgets and star powers for brawlers once you reach that mastery level on that specific
By the time you reach a mastery level, you'd already have that stuff.
Incentivize players to like push their brawlers, and like
chances are it's just gonna pay you golden power points or something.
Trophies, or you reach this level, then like, hey, all of a sudden it's cheaper for you to max out your account. That's really cool. I think that would be an awesome feature in the future. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. The third misconception that I've seen is that the Star Road, or the new way of unlocking new brawlers, is actually worse for new players. I understand these concerns. I'll address them, but in my opinion, the Star Road is way better for new players.
It's worse for content creators. That's about it.
Legendary brawlers, all of the other brawlers will take longer to unlock now than they would have before this update. And I know that this might sound like a little bit of a hot take, but I actually think this is a positive thing for two big reasons. First of all, a lot of people watching this video are probably people that have been playing for a very long time, maybe even clear back since when the Brawl Pass was first put into the game. Well, Brawl Stars has way more brawlers in the game than back then. When the Brawl Pass was first added into the game, we had a whopping 27 brawlers.
Is that all it was? Is that all it was 27? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. There was only 27 brawlers when Gale was released.
More than double that now. It's 64 brawlers once Mandy comes out. That is incredibly overwhelming for a new player. Can you imagine logging into a game and seeing 64 brawlers or characters and like having to choose which one? The
2 years ago,
new players would come in, and there are so many different, you know, rare, super rare, and even epic brawlers, especially when you consider all the chromatics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It was definitely like 30 something. It definitely felt like 30 something, because you know, you figure there's 15 or there's 15 chromatics, Meg, Griff, Byron, that's 17 brawlers right there, right off the bat. Stu, that's another one. I don't know. I'm not going to do it all right now, but yeah.
that the new players would unlock so many new brawlers, and it was so overwhelming. They didn't know where to put the resources to.
Dude, we're gonna hit like 80 by the end of the year, dude. We're already at what, 65? Like we're gonna hit 80 by the end of the year.
Into. And guess what? You didn't even get to choose where your resources got because you would have random power points randomly be assigned to all your brawlers. So like, good luck getting a brawler to power 9.
Yeah,
with a gadget
and Lou would have been season 3.
Happen because you were literally
maybe season 4.
unlocking brawlers too fast. And every time a new brawler was released, it got worse and worse. Plus, the low trophy area.
Oh my god, what a problem to unlock brawlers too fast.
Yeah, or the meta or whatever matchmaking was terrible for newer players because people would unlock this new brawlers that already have the resources to upgrade them and unlock them to really high levels. So all of a sudden you have these new players that are facing off against people with a freaking power 11 Jester or Chester, right? Or whatever, the newest legendary brawler.
You still have that problem. You literally just gave Gray to every single player, and now I'm playing Gray and I'm queuing up with someone who has 6,000 damn trophies. Like, they just started the game 2 weeks ago.
And like, it felt incredibly unfair for new players. And so new players need a way to compete. And by ensuring that new players are unlocking slower and the fact that they can choose which brawlers to upgrade, now new players will have the resources to get their brawlers to competitive levels. And that is amazing. Also, I don't think unlocking new brawlers is as slow as you guys might think for new players. I don't want to spoil things for you guys too much, but I recently started a free-to-play account for a new video series that I'm working on. By the end of day 1 of playing this account, I had 9 brawlers and I had 1 brawler at power 8 with a gadget on.
I think for new players, that's a mistake. I don't think you want to hyper focus all your resources into one brawler because when you get to when you unlock Power League at 4,000 trophies, you're not going to be able to compete. If that one brawler gets banned, you're going to be playing level 1 brawlers.
Day 1, and I have more than double that on day 10, right? Like, I've got so many different brawlers. Also, let's not forget the fact that legendary brawlers are way easier to unlock after the update than they were before. When brawl boxes were in the game, the average player had 0.9 legendary brawlers by 1 year of playing. Now it takes them just over 2 months for an active free-to-play player.
That is a great change, though, is also, to get legendaries at that rate.
Is 50% faster to unlock, okay? Like, that's an awesome feature. Plus, players have the ability to choose which brawler they get to unlock, which is just amazing. Like, there are bullet point after bullet point after bullet point.
I agree. The account customization is the best part of the updates. So like now, when you start a new account, if you want to unlock Poco before you unlock Primo, you have 100% control over that. Or like when you get to the more mythic brawlers, say me, I want Tara. I don't want Mortis as my first mythic brawler. So I have that choice among all those brawlers. I think that makes people more engaged. You get the brawlers you like, and you get to play those brawlers more and get better with them. So I feel like that's like the best part of this whole rework to the system. Says unlocking brawlers is too fast for new players is bad, and has unlocked 9 brawlers. To be fair, John, though, I think that was the way the old system worked too. Because if you think about it, you were able to push up to Colt, which is 4 brawlers right off the bat, and then within those that grinding session, you'd probably unlock 2 or 3 rares on top of that. So you'd probably get Poco, Primo, and Rosa, one of those 3 on top of that, and you get to claim the Barley skin when you link your Supercell account. So like you're guaranteed, or not guaranteed, but you were like pretty much guaranteed to have like 8-9 brawlers by then. Kara Ohm, what up? How you doing?
In my opinion, the Star Road is leaps.
We're just watching Kairos Time's video right now about his review of the update, and then we're probably going to play some Brawl Stars. I just wanted to watch this because, you know, it's something to talk about. It's something to do on stream.
And bounds better for new players, specifically when it comes to unlocking new brawlers. It's just so much better. The 4th misconception that I've seen is that Brawl Stars only got rid of brawl boxes because they're getting external pressure due to lawmakers banning loot boxes.
I think that is probably what it is.
I think there's a lot of really good lawmakers out there who are looking to pass restrictions on loot boxes and gamblings in games, and that, like, I support that. Like, I
do agree that the loot box system in games has gotten a little out of hand, especially when you see it leaking into AAA games. Sorry, my dog is barking. Anyway, especially when you see it leaking into AAA systems like Overwatch or like I don't know, Destiny or something like that. Once you see it start leaking into like more mainstream games, I think it's gotten a little out of hand. It was okay when it not okay, but it was one thing when it was just on mobile games, so it affected a small part of the market. But once you leak it into everybody, then it got out of hand, in my opinion.
I think that's fantastic. I really do. But I don't think that there's anyone specifically looking at Brawl Stars and saying that's our #1 problem. That game right there, Brawl Stars are so predatory. We've got to change now. Nobody.
CS:GO moment, right? CS:GO.
Brawl Stars specifically and saying that Brawl Stars was predatory. They're looking at games that are blatantly using predatory tactics to try and milk their audience for as much money as possible. Even with Brawl Boxes, Brawl Stars was already one of the most free to.
Hasn't he done a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor before? I feel like you should point that out if you've done that. Like, Raid Shadow Legends is the poster child for mobile games that are predatory, in my opinion. It's like, it has the most money to pay all of its sponsors, or to pay all that sponsorships out. It has the dirtiest, grimiest, grindy session to unlock their heroes. And then, or you could just pay money and unlock it instantly, like, or have a chance to unlock it instantly. Like that. Raid is like famous for that, right?
Free-to-play friendly games on mobile, at least when it comes to the really popular ones, and it was by far the most free-to-play friendly game at Supercell. I'm sure that Brawl Stars team is aware that loot box laws are going into effect sometime probably over the next 5 years, and maybe that even did affect
Nebilo, what up? How you doing?
their decision to remove loot boxes to some extent. But if legislation...
Oh, bam! That's who you are. Wow. This is such a beautiful feeling. Yeah, it's I'm trying to bring Saturday streams back. I know you were around for the old Saturday streams.
Was their main concern. I think we'd be seeing Clash Royale removing loot boxes from their game. Clash Mini never would have added their fun boxes or their loot boxes into the game, and you know, maybe we will see those things being removed, but I honestly think that the new system is just better for the game. I don't actually think that the new system will be better for them financially, at least not immediately. After all, anyone in game design knows that loot boxes makes money.
Yeah, loot boxes make more money than outright system. That's why so many companies have adopted them.
You always have a very clear goal to work towards, and arguably, even if you do have a maxed out account, you're always working towards that next fame rank so that you can flex that on the...
Did I do okay? How do, can you phonetically spell it for me? Is it Nebilo? Tell me. I am a white American man. I don't know how to speak Arabian names very well, all right? It's not my forte, all right? I come across a foreign word and my brain melts. It falls out of the side of my ear. Look at it. Call him Nab. Nab, what up?
Other people, right?
We're moving on, Nab.
This will just keep people playing the game for longer, which will eventually lead to possibly more revenue for the game. But I think this was a risk for Brawl Stars, and props to them for, taking that risk and making the game a little bit more friendly for, younger audiences, free-to-play audiences, or for those people who are susceptible to those predatory tactics. And I think this has immediately made the game more fun and
Fun fact: I fell prey to loot box systems like 10 years ago. It's actually Nabil, but they call me Nebilo. Anyway, yeah, there's a game called Castle Clash. I dropped like $2,000 on that game, and then I realized when I dropped $2,000 on the game what happened, and I was like, all right, I can't spend money on this game anymore. I mean, the $2,000 was over the course of like a year and a half, so like, is it bad? Maybe, but it's not terrible. Plus, I'm a full-time working adult at the time, so it's not like I didn't have a job and I was just spending all the money I had on it. But yeah, I mean, it's still not healthy, right?
There's more of a reason to push and play and get that next brawler. It's way more fun and exciting.
The A is a U in cup, and it's long, so Nabil. What? It is it's Nabil. Ah, so like Nabil, like that? Yes, Blizz is the emoji Blizz just dropped. That is me right now trying to read this word. That sums up my understanding of the way these words work.
exciting. And personally, playing on my new free-to-play account, like, it's been some of the most fun I've had playing Brawl Stars
Bill.
ever. Like, and I'm genuinely excited to play every single day. And that is really saying something when you consider the fact that, guess what? I already have a maxed out account with all this.
Don't bother trying. Just go on and
on every single brawler. And I've played this game
or is it New Bill?
Thousands of hours, right?
He was saying it's a U. Hold on. He's saying it's a U like in cup. So like cup. You know, I've never actually thought of the way that you say up or cup. I'm an idiot. So is it nah? Like nah, man. Is that how it is? Or is it new Bill? Is it nah Bill or New Bill?
System, it feels more fun. I love the whole concept of
I'm watching Jam in bed.
I think it's awesome. It gives a lot more
yes,
power
nah.
to players,
Gotcha.
and
Gah.
I'm honestly really proud to be a part
nah,
of
Bill.
history. Also, there's a lot of other things I really like about the Star Road.
You guys are goated. I am not.
So if you really want to buy a brawler, then you can choose which one to get rather than having to spend thousands of dollars.
You think I would be better at this? I did go to school with a lot of Arabian kids. There's a lot of people from my area that are from Yemen. Like they're like first generation or second generation from Yemen. And like I know a lot of Arabian people, but I'm just not good at pronouncing like Arabian words. Nabel. Nabel. Got it. Nabil. We're learning, boys. We're learning. All right. Back to Kairos time.
For a chance to get the brawler that you wanted. I also like that you can switch your brawler unlock decision at any time, even once you've unlocked it. Like once it happens and like before you hit that let's go button, you can actually swap to the other choices. That's awesome. I also really like that you can switch your choice to the newest brawler so that you don't have to wait to unlock the newest and most exciting content that's brand new, right? Star Road, big thumbs up from me. Now, the fifth misconception that I've seen is that we need some sort of a bank for credits so that we can save credits for future.
I agree. Fame is pointless. That or
gold, right? I think this.
Yes, either make it a bank so that you can save your credits, or actually, what Kairos Time video is this? This is his review of the newest update, his 100% honest review of the newest update. Anyway, either make it a bank. I understand the argument against making it a bank because then you're just going to have constant brawler apocalypses every time they release something that isn't legendary. I get it, all right? I understand. But fame right now has no value to it at all. It doesn't even display your fame when you queue up into a match. So, like, fame is pointless, so you might as well not even claim your credits. And then, if they add something to fame to make it worth your while, whether it's like profile pictures, like a font around a certain font for your name, skins for your brawlers, maybe something cool like you get to shoot out different shot patterns or something like that. Any kind of feature for fame fixes that problem right away. That's the problem, is that they put fame out there as a sink for the extra credits so that you couldn't build up your credits, and now it's like literally just throwing your credits into a dumpster.
Comes from a lot of the people who want to open their end of season rewards for the PowerPoints and the gold, but they don't want the
or like Nab said, just put a limit on it, just like they did with Chroma credits, where Chroma's cap out at 4K.
And I understand why people want that, but the current system is actually no different than the update, right? Before the update, if you wanted golden PowerPoints, what did you have to do? You had to open up brawl boxes, right? But if you wanted the best chance at unlocking a brawler as soon as it was released, guess what? You had to save your brawl boxes for when the new brawler came out. This system is exactly the same as it was before.
Except you can't save up 3 seasons worth of passes. Now you can only save up 1 season worth of passes.
And in some ways, it's actually better because throughout the Brawl Pass, credits are completely split from golden PowerPoints. It's not split at the end of the Brawl Pass, but that's exactly how big boxes worked before. So like we have more freedom in how we actually unlock our resources now if you want to save your rewards for new brawlers.
Nah, Sam, I don't give a shit about his gameplay. There's a reason why my videos have very little gameplay in it. I feel like it doesn't really add too much to the video. It's just to keep Zoomers distracted and hopefully keep them watching the video. That's my opinion. It's just B-roll for Zoomers.
We'll admit that it does suck that we can only store the rewards from 1 previous Brawl Pass instead of 2, but you can still store enough credits from the previous season to unlock every rarity of the Brawl.
They only added fame, so Brawler Apocalypse. So there's no Brawler Apocalypse, even if fame is even if fame is pointless at the moment, I agree. Fame has no value. No value. It's just throwing your credits into a dumpster that gives you nothing back. Daily Power League videos, dude. I don't even do Power League as it is, bro. Which is funny because I've been playing this game 3 hours a day for the last 2 weeks.
Except for the legendaries, but a legendary wasn't guaranteed with brawl back boxes either, right?
But it's not even a flex because it doesn't show it when you queue up in a match. You have to actually physically go to somebody's profile to see how much fame they have. And how many times are you clicking on somebody's profile other than when you're angry to check how many trophies they have? Like, you're never going to click on somebody's profile and look at, like, how many 3v3 wins, how many blah, blah, blah they have. Like, you don't, most of the time, you don't care. At most, I'm checking how many trophies they have because I thought they're really trash or they're really good. Like, if I'm getting destroyed by somebody in lane, I'm like, man, I feel like this person's, like, got, like, 35, 50,000 trophies. Or, like, you know what I mean? I feel like this person's got, like, 40-something thousand trophies. And then I'll go and check their profile, and then it turns out they're worse than me, and they only have 15,000, and I just suck.
Have opened up 500 plus boxes plenty of times before and still not gotten the newest legendary brawler. I mean,
I'm at 31,300 right now, 31,300, I think, if I remember right. I have pushed like 2,000 trophies in the last couple weeks. People only check people's profiles if they're a YouTuber, bad randoms, or pro players.
at least this system at least guarantees progress towards legendary. And if you use the previous season and the new,
Are my cats on stream? I do have 2 cats. I just don't know where they are.
Season, then you can unlock.
One of them's probably downstairs with my
I
wife.
think that a credit bank of any sort is just not a good idea for the game. Because if max players could store a ton of credits every single time a new brawler is released, that brawler would flood low trophy matches that day that it is released, and like that, I mean, like, it may be fun to experience every now and then, but I honestly think that it's just unhealthy for the game. The 6th misconception
I do agree. Brawler apocalypses are terrible.
Look, I get it. Many players don't care about flexing their fame levels. In that sense, yeah, fame is kind of useless, right? But fame is way better than getting nothing from opening boxes when you already have every brawler.
It literally is nothing. What are you talking about? It's better. It's nothing. Fame is nothing. What are you talking about? Fame is literally better than getting nothing. It does nothing.
Unlocked, which before the update, that is exactly what you got. If you had every single brawler unlocked and you just needed those power points and those
this is what I was talking about at the beginning. He puts a positive spin on things that aren't actually good. Like, he puts a positive spin on things that aren't actually good to make it seem better than it actually is. He said it's literally better than getting nothing. Fame has nothing to do in the game right now, but it's better than getting nothing. Like, oh my god.
That gold in order for you to upgrade your brawlers, but you already had every brawler in the game. You didn't get anything from the boxes except for exactly
He's hiding the truth.
No way to prove the fact that you've been playing the game for years. No way to prove that you had
Except they all just gave us profile icons about how many years we've been playing the game. I know for a fact I've been playing this game for 4 years because I got a profile icon that has a 4 on it with a star.
nearly maxed out account for the
now I'm getting angry.
So yeah, as a long-term player who unlocks the new brawlers pretty much the day after the update drops, I'm a huge fan of Fame. There's finally reason for me to want to play my quests every day and complete them, even though Fame is hardly shown anywhere right now. And it's not.
Yo, John, you know I'm in the creator program too, right? I'm a tier 2, baby.
But they did say that they have plans in adding it to other places in the future. So, like, I'm really excited. Like, can you imagine if you get into a match with somebody and all of a sudden, oh, everybody in that match.
Cranky Jam.
Got, like, rank
no,
Saturn,
correct Jam. What are you talking about? I'm right.
For a long time. Like, please, this is going to matter someday in the future. Mark my words. Okay, I've cleared up a lot of misconceptions, and I still have a lot more thoughts about this update before I can start ranking it. Let's talk about the issues with chroma credits and chromatic brawlers and why I think that that system does need to be improved. Before the update, a free-to-play player who has most brawlers unlocked could have the latest chromatic brawler one season after they were released pretty consistently. Like
on
most
average.
of the time. All they had to do is save their gems to buy every other brawl pass, and
Correct,
that would be
Jam.
enough for them to get every other chromatic for free. On top of that, if they were smart, they would then save all their boxes for.
In all honesty, I shouldn't be a tier 2 creator. I applied as a joke, and I even joked about it in Discord, like, oh, I'm just wasting my time applying for tier 2, and then they gave it to me. I applied for it on this channel after I had already created Raspberry Jam. So I stopped uploading on here, and I was just streaming, and I didn't even put I didn't even put thumbnails on my streams, and they still promoted me.
for the chromatic brawler that they were missing once it had been out for more than one season. And then, of course, their drop rate would actually drop down to mythic, because if they saved up all their boxes, they would essentially have enough to basically guarantee that they would get that brawler. There was a very slim chance that they wouldn't, but you could pretty much count on getting it most of the time, because you're basically looking at boxes from 2 seasons at that point. After the update, the same free-to-play player who is actively playing and storing their resources to the best of their ability can no longer get it after just waiting 1 season. They have to wait 2 seasons after they are released so that they can drop to costing only 500 chroma credits, because mythic rarity chromatics cost 1,500 chroma credits, which is
And Blizz is telling the truth, because I've given Blizz a skin. What skin did I give you, Blizz? Hold on, let me go double check it. Blizz knows I'm not capping. Blizz got the Grom skin, I believe, and I gave him mega boxes. Yeah, I hooked Blizz up with the Grom skin. He won a contest from me, and then I hooked him up with the mega boxes when I gave those away.
3 times as expensive, right? Now, this issue was brought up to Frank on Twitter, and he basically responded by saying,
Sam, you won 2 skins? Stop it.
that free-to-play players shouldn't expect to be able to have access to premium content immediately. And I fully understand why people are upset about that, but boxes for the chromatic brawler that they were missing once it had been out for more than 1 season. And then, of course, their drop rate would actually drop down to mythic.
Nah, nobody I gave it to got the golden code, unfortunately. I didn't think it was such a small chance to give out the golden code. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a small percentage chance. When you consider every content creator got at least 10 to give out. I think the tier 3s got more. I think the tier 3s got 20 to give out. I could be wrong on that, but I know everybody got at least 10 to give out.
Because if they saved up all their boxes, they would essentially have enough to basically guarantee that they would get that brawler. There was a very slim chance that they wouldn't, but you could pretty much count on getting it most of the time, because you're basically looking at boxes from 2 seasons at that point. After the update, the same free-to-play player who is actively playing and storing their resources to the best of their ability can no longer get it after just waiting 1 season. They have to wait 2 seasons after they are released so that they can drop to costing only 500 chroma credits, because mythic rarity...
Don't they drop to 1,000 after 2?
1,500 chroma credits, which is 3 times...
Doesn't it go 1,500 to 500, 1,500 to 1,500? Doesn't it drop by 500? Like, you can't buy him the season that he comes out, and then it's 1,500 the next season. Then isn't that the way it works? So isn't he wrong here? Oh, I won one and my friend won one. We share the same account. Alrighty.
Times as expensive, right? Now, this issue was brought up to Frank on Twitter, and he basically responded by saying that free-to-play players shouldn't expect to be able to have access to premium content immediately. And I fully understand why people are upset about that, but I actually agree with Frank on this. Also, I think that people were a lot more upset about it than
it's tough. It's tough to take that stance after you've been so free-to-play friendly for so long. Like, it's tough. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Gemmer? All right, that's enough out of you, brother. Stop spamming. Blizz, I'm gonna make you a mod. Blizz, you're a mod now. Congrats. You get to mute people. Because I don't have any mods in the chat right now. Anyway, it's hard to take that stance after you've been so free-to-play friendly for 5 years. More like KK cringe. What up, bro? Anyway, it's hard to take that stance after you've been so free-to-play friendly for like 3-4 years. It's just hard, you know, like to be that friendly, and then to be, when you finally do something that isn't free to play friendly and you get pushback on it, you're like, well, you shouldn't be expect to get the premium stuff. We've been so generous for so long, you know. I know it's kind of like a standard. It's kind of like how we built our game up on, but you know, I don't know. I don't disagree with the stance. I just feel like it's you set up this expectation where free-to-play players who have been playing this game for 3 years expect to be able to get that new brawler within 2 seasons.
Because it actually isn't quite as bad as you might think, or as bad as I've even said so far into this video, because we are getting a decent amount of chroma credits from the daily freebies and from other sources.
Have anybody seen chroma credits in the daily freebies? Because I don't think I have. Merry Christmas, bro, by the way. Merry Christmas. Everybody who I haven't said it to, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, boys, so Merry Christmas. Anyway, has anybody seen chroma credits in the daily freebies? Because I have not. I don't think I have, anyway. Oh, you have? How many did you get? Just out of curiosity. How many did you get? Because I got 5 normal credits in my daily freebie yesterday. 60? Are you crazy? That's like a whole Brawl Pass worth. It's a jackpot. You get a chroma credit? Okay. 50. Damn, that's like a whole Brawl Pass worth. But for real, no, the Brawl Pass is what, 500, right? Anyway, I got 5 normal credits in my daily freebie the other day, and I was mad. I was mad. On my ult, I got 100 because it was a jackpot. Dude, I have not seen that yet. What the hell?
It's not quite as good as it was before the update. Like, you're not going to be able to unlock those chromatic brawlers as much as the previous update, but it's really not as bad as people are making it out either. Like, if you have a good whole look at the whole progression,
500 coins.
It's not a bad.
Just throw that right onto your 100K pile, bro.
Either way, though, I'm on the people's side, right? And I'm also kind of on Frank's side. I don't think that all players should expect to get immediate access to premium content. But I think that if a free-to-play player is actively playing enough to buy every other Brawl Pass with gems, they should also be getting enough chroma credits to unlock every other chromatic brawler after it drops to a mythic rarity chromatic. Not immediately once it's out, like a legendary, but mythic. I think that that is fair. Waiting 2 months is plenty of time for free-to-play players to have to wait for the latest chromatic, in my opinion. That's about the amount of time that players who were smart with their resources had to wait.
It's like me, man. Like I don't have Sam, and I cannot get Sam until at least, because I didn't get him out of a box before the thing dropped, and I had quit the game when Sam Brawl Pass was out. So I didn't get Sam, and I can't get him until next season after I finish my Brawl Pass, because it's 500 per, and he should be 1,000 next season.
Now, after the update, the wait time is closer to 4 months, which I think that that's unreasonably long, especially when you consider the fact that it's twice as long as it was
That's just
before.
2 Brawl Passes,
now,
bro.
To be fair, you do actually get a fair amount of chroma credits from daily freebies. In fact, you get 50 of them for the jackpot amount, which will happen once a month as long as you log in every single day. So it's not quite as long as 3 months, but it's still not as consistent.
Got him in no time.
That's why I think that the cost to unlock
Lucky you, Ro. I never ended up getting him.
A legendary rarity chromatic should be decreased considerably. Personally, I think that mythic rarity chromatic should have their cost drop from 1,500 chroma credits down to 1,000 chroma credits. This is how many chroma credits you get for 2 seasons of the free side of the Brawl Pass. This way, if you get every other chromatic from saving your gems to buy the Brawl Pass, like you should be doing as free-to-play players, you would then be able to unlock every other
Pyro. Now we got
the season after that.
Hilarious. I had no mod. I just want to talk real quick. I had no mods in chat. I had somebody come in here, spam chat with hi, so then I muted them. I made Blizz a mod, so I didn't have to deal with that, and now 3 mods show up. No big deal. I mean, it's fine, right? But I just think it's funny.
They're released as long as you were active enough to unlock all the chroma credits from the Brawl Pass every single season. I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair. Hey, you wait 2 months, you save all your resources exactly how you should be, then yes, free-to-play players, here you go. Yes, you can have every chromatic brawler within 2 months of them being released. That sounds great.
I agree with this thing. I agree that it should be 1,000 and then 500, and then you should be able to get it right away. Then you should be able to get it after that. I feel like the way it's set up right now is just very, where you have to wait 3 months. I feel like that's kind of not beneficial.
Wants to take it another step further. They don't want to quite bring it down to 1,000 chroma credits, and they want to consider the freebies from chroma credits into account. Then I think 1,200 chroma credits for the previous season's chromatic brawler would also be fair. The active free-to-play player would still be able to unlock every chromatic brawler exactly how I explained it earlier, with the one exception that they would now also have to make sure that they log in every single day so they do not miss the freebie chroma credit jackpot. I think that's a lot for players, for Brawl Stars to say, hey, yeah, you know what, you can do it, but you have to log in every single day. But you know what, at the same time, it would also reward the most active free-to-play players who are playing every single day. And I think that that is awesome. Like, 2 month wait, Boom, here you go. Every single chromatic brawler. I think that's fair and considerate from Brawl Stars, and I also think that that feels good.
Ooh,
from a
milk and
perspective.
cookies.
As for
Let's
the
go.
Current season's chromatic brawler, the legendary rate of the chromatic brawlers, their price is way too high, and it needs to be drastically reduced.
Isn't it?
9 seasons, 4,500 chroma credits to unlock the current brawler. 9 seasons. That
I haven't seen that because I do have what's his name? Buster. Is that how much it costs? Like you can buy them that season, but it costs 4,500, which is the entire bank. That's crazy. That's so grimy. That makes it that's literally the definition of if you F the chroma credits, I know. That's literally the definition of if you don't buy this pass, get fucked. Like that's literally what they're saying. If you don't buy our Brawl Pass when the Brawl Pass is out, fuck off. You can't have this brawler until 4 months from now. See ya. Bye.
That's a year and a half. Are you kidding me? Nobody's going to save credits for a year and a half and then spend it on the current season. Like, that's just insane. Like, when I take a look at a game and I look at the values that they have, all the costs, like, everything has to make sense to a certain extent.
I just got a text message. My work is closed on December 25th. Let's go. This storm is a blessing in disguise. Let's go. So I was supposed to work tomorrow. Well, I was supposed to work tonight. They closed. They closed yesterday. They closed today. And then I texted the guy I was supposed to work for last night. He was supposed to cover for me Sunday. I covered for him Saturday. I texted him last night and said, if you want, I can still work Sunday night. It's not a big deal. Now that we're not covering each other's days off. And he was like, "Oh, I'll go in since I already agreed to work. I already agreed to work as long as the weather's fine." And then they just updated us and said that work's closed. So let's go. Unfortunately, this storm sucks. This storm is horrible. We've gotten like stupid amount of snow and the wind is insane. But all right, let's finish this video.
For a specific type of player, and that's too high. Like, it's just inconceivable that anybody would spend 4,500 chroma credits on a brawler. I think decreasing it down to 2,500 chroma credits,
even still, that's a lot. That's like what,
it's
5
still
seasons?
Way too high to justify spending your credits on for most players, but it's not entirely inconceivable for some players who buy most brawl passes.
Yeah, if you're a
save their
sometimes
chroma
spender.
credits from like 4 seasons. And make sure that they log in every single day so they never miss that jackpot. Like that's what it takes. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. With all that said, though, I know I'm talking all this negative here. I think that the new system for unlocking chromatic brawlers is actually amazing.
Is he trying to say he feels bad for talking negative? Shut up, Kairos. Just own it. Hold it, bro. Hold it. You don't have to apologize for critiquing the game. Hold it, man. You got to hold these developers accountable. You got to call them out for the bullshit they do, and don't apologize about it. Damn it.
For new players.
Yeah, he's spitting facts, and then he apologizes about spitting the facts, bro. Ugh. I get it. Yeah, he worked really close with the devs. He doesn't want to get on their bad side, but my opinion, that if you do something and someone doesn't agree with it and they call you out on that, and you can't look at them objectively and say, you know what, maybe you're right, or you know what, we'll agree to disagree. We're the devs. We're not going to change it, but I appreciate your opinion. If they can't act like that, then that's their problem. You should be able to express yourself, especially when you work hand in hand, when you're the main voice, like one of the main voices of that community. You should be able. They're not going to kick him from the creator program. It would not be beneficial for them to kick Kairos Time out of the creator program. Any of the big creators, Chief Pat, Lex, Kairos Time, Ray, even Coach Corey, it would not be beneficial because you know what's going to happen? Those 800,000, 500,000 subscribers that they have are going to fucking revolt if they remove them from the creator program. Do you think that if they removed, hypothetically speaking, if they removed Kairos Time from the creator program, took away his code, said you don't get sneak peeks anymore, do you think people would be okay with that regardless of the reason? The only acceptable reason for that is if he has like criminal charges brought up on him, right? Like, I'm not saying Kairos Time would. Obviously, I don't know him as a person, but like, like if he did something that was like totally like Deshaun Watson style bad, and the company didn't want to be associated with Kairos Time anymore, that's an acceptable reason. But if they remove him for critiquing the game, that's wrong. Thank you, Gumball. I appreciate it.
And I even think it's really great for the average player who still has several chromatic brawlers to unlock, right? For most players, it's really great. We're literally talking about like maybe 3% of players, maybe 5% of players who fall into this situation. But it is important that for those 5 players, the people who are at the tippiest, toppest,
if they removed with me with the finance, yeah, exactly.
Very important that they feel the system is good and that it feels fair. And so that's why I feel like it's really important for them to make these change. And I think that that's fair for Supercell to do so. So I'm hoping that they'll be willing to make some of these adjustments. The other thing they could do is they could just buff the amount of chroma credits that we get from the free pass, or even put some in the paid pass. Honestly, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
because,
I don't understand why there's no chroma credits in the paid pass. Like, I'm paying for the pass. You should be able to get a little bit more out of it too, right? Like, you just take like some of the gold out of the paid pass and just give chroma credits, because like only getting 500, I mean, it's not, and I guess it hurts free to play players because they don't benefit from it. But like that goes back to, you shouldn't be able to always get the premium features as being free to play.
They should be spending some of their gems on the Brawl Pass anyway. Now, one other issue with this update was a bug. Oh man, bugs. It allowed players to recollect.
All right, my opinion on this Trophy Road bug is that they should have just gave it to everybody after like, even if they didn't intend it. My opinion is that once it got out, they should have released it for everybody. They should have hooked everybody up with the Trophy Road rewards, instead of walking it back and saying, well, it was a bug, so you guys can't get it. We patched it. Now we're going to give you guys compensation. Because no matter what they did about compensation, it was never going to be enough for people. Right. Like I said, no matter what they did for compensation, it was never going to be enough. It was always going to be an unfair situation, in my opinion. So walking it back, and plus they could have used it. I've said this in Discord. They could have used it as a PR thing. They could have spun it and been like, listen, this was a bug. It got out. It wasn't supposed to be, but you know what? Here you guys go. You guys can all have it now. We're good guy Supercell. We got you. It cost them no money, and it really didn't hurt them in the long run, other than like giving everybody Chester right away. But like, how many people already got Chester from that bug? How many people already have Chester now? Because you only needed 1,900 credits for him.
Trophy Road rewards and immediately unlock Chester as soon as the update lands, and in some cases even get super high fame ranks that are higher than mine is. That sucked. That really sucked.
And I don't know how many people got super far in the Trophy Road. I was only able to claim up to what? I was only able to claim up like 16,000 to 22,000 trophies. That was all I was able to claim. I know some people were able to claim like the whole thing, but I don't know. I think for the most part, they should have just let people have it.
I really wish that didn't happen, because in my opinion, players shouldn't have been able to recollect their rewards from the Trophy Road. You already collect the resources once, and it might look like the rewards are different because they've changed, but they're actually not.
They haven't
They're
changed.
basically the same. We're getting the same amount of golden power points from before and after. It just looks different.
Yeah, Chester was easier to get than Gray.
Yeah. So it really sucks that happened. But bugs happen. Mistakes happen. People are people. We can't get things right every single time. And honestly, I think the Supercell did a really great job at handling the bug quickly. And it did lead to giving compensation rewards to players who didn't even get the bug before it was patched. I know it was upsetting to a lot of people. I really understand why. It was upsetting to me, but I really believe in forgiving developers when they make mistakes that are clearly mistakes and that they are handled well. And so, like, honestly, the bugs didn't even negatively affect my overall rating of it.
See, I agree with that to an extent. Like, I don't think they handled this one well. The Mega Box one a few months ago, where everybody got like 100 Mega Boxes for $1. That one, what they did was fine. You know what I mean? They didn't need to compensate anybody for it. That was a bug. They got hit financially. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like they said, so few people got it. Like, it wasn't that big. It wasn't that big of a deal for the Mega Box one. But for this one, I feel like it was just a bad PR move, and they could have spun it to be a good PR move and just give everybody obviously not the whole Trophy Road, but like give them a chunk. Like I only got like 6,000 trophies worth of rewards.
This update anyway, because it's just a mistake. I make mistakes all the time. In fact, I can almost guarantee you there are comments in this video already of timestamps where I said something that was clearly a mistake, because it happens every video. If anything, I appreciate the way that Supercell handled it, because not a lot of developers would have handled the situation so graciously. We talked about a lot, and I still have some rapid fire opinions before I rate this update. So let's talk about the new brawlers. I think it is
Yeah, Blizz. If you're bitter about missing the bugs, like that's just a you thing. That like if you're bitter about it, you're just being selfish and like, oh, why didn't I get the bug? Like, whatever.
It's so funny that Supercell would take an update where they remove RNG from loot boxes and they completely get rid of it, and they're just like, yeah, we're not doing RNG anymore. And then they release an RNG based brawler like Chester. They must have planned for it. It's just too comical not
It's
to
too
do.
ironic.
I really like Chester a lot, but I also really hate Chester.
Same.
For
Same.
the first time ever, I actually want Supercell.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I think Chester is a hilarious brawler. Well, dude, when he says teamwork for the win, or no, when he says teamwork makes the dream work, you go first, dude, that line is hilarious in my opinion. Every time I hear it, I smile. So I really like Chester's design and his personality. I hate playing Chester. I feel like he's just like way too. I feel like he's way too over. His main attack is way too overpowered, and his super is just super annoying to play with. Like I hate when I want to get a certain super and I end up getting a shit one. Then I re-roll it and I end up getting a shit one again.
Supercell to nerf the newest brawler so much that he is not viable in competitive esports. And yeah, I think that a lot of the pro players will agree with me on this. I'm not saying I'm a pro player, but a lot of competitive players will agree. I do not like the idea of RNG or randomness playing a role in esports.
Everyone says the stun super is broken. I suck so bad with the stun super. I whiff that shit so many times. Like I whiff that stun super. Like I would say if I get it 5 times, I'm probably missing it 2 times. Like a good 40% of my shots, I'm missing with that thing. There's a reason why in my Chester review I said that I have a skill issue with it. Like I'll admit it's a good super. It's got a good stun. It got good damage. It has decent range, which I was wrong about. But I miss that shit all the time, and it's useless to me.
I am fine with it being in the game. Like, I really like Chester. I don't want them to get rid of him. I think he's fantastic. He's really fun. I think that if Supercell can nerf him so that the pro players don't want to play him, or it's very obvious they're playing a risk when they play him, but that he's still fun for everybody else to play, I think that would be the perfect spot for him. If they can do that, I would give him a big, huge thumbs up, because that sounds really hard to do, and but I think it's really important that they do that. And also right now, he's a little bit too strong. I think he needs some nerfs in order to reach that point. As for Gray, dude, Supercell gave players a quest to unlock him for free. Literally everybody could do that day one if you just played for like a couple of hours. In fact, I think it was even less than a couple hours. I think that's fantastic. Supercell giving us free brawlers is so...
My Gray is sitting at 80 trophies. I have not played him at all. I'm not going to be good with Gray. He's a sniper brawler that has a movement super. Like, I'm just not going to be good with Gray. I like his design. I think he's funny. I think he's cool.
Then, but not very frequently.
My favorite thing about Gray is pew pew pew. Like when you're shooting with him. Like I love that. I think that's great. But he's just a brawler that he's not my skill. He's not in my wheelhouse of skills.
And certainly not to the magnitude that they did in this update where we got 3 new brawlers, right? Now, I predicted a while ago that we'd be getting a teleport brawler a couple of years ago, actually. And I really like how he works. He does need some tweaking. He feels a little bit weird. His portal's a little bit strange for his teammates, I think. But I think he's a great addition to the game. But then we have Mandy. Like I said, 3 brawlers in one update. That is...
First gadget, best gadget in the game.
Insane. That's a lot of brawlers for a new update. And honestly, I don't even know what to say about Mandy. Like, okay, well, I do. I really like her personality a lot, but I am not convinced that her mechanic of standing still to increase her range is like super great.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna need some.
That's such a pointless mechanic because like Mandy looks like Shelly. Yeah, she does look a little bit like Shelly. Yeah, I said that too. Like standing still in a bush to increase your range is going to be so situational. Like on a map like this, you might be able to make it work where if you're like hanging out in the bush here or like right over here, you can charge it up. It's just like it's kind of like you're going to want to use it kind of like Piper's damage star power where when you're in the bush you do more damage, but the difference is you have to stand still, right? So it's going to be more of like a bush camp sneak attack tactic where anything more than anything. I think the thing that I don't like the most about Mandy is she's just another sniper brawler that's chromatic. So she's the 3rd sniper out of the chromatic brawler sets that we got. So now we have Mandy, we have Belle, and then we have Eve, all out of the Brawl Pass as snipers. And it's like it's so overdone at this point. I mean, I don't know what I would like. They haven't done a thrower out of the Brawl Pass, right? I mean, I feel like they should do that.
Tweaking, it feels weird. I haven't played it against real players, but it does feel weird. But she's not even released yet, so I'll have more thoughts on her later. Either way, though, I love the new environment. I am a big fan of the new skins, especially Frost Queen Amber. That skin, oh my gosh, it is very cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
He really just made that pun. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Ah!
Another thing I don't see people talking about nearly enough is the fact that Supercell completely reworked the progression system, and then they gave players who bought the Brawl Pass double rewards basically for the credits, plus they gave them an extra 80 gems.
Yeah, that
one of those two things I feel like would have been enough. But
yeah, that whole situation was great. What's up? Alsdef? What up? I'm disappointed now. Yeah, that whole situation was great. How if you buy the Brawl Pass, you get 80 gems back, blah blah blah. I mean, like that was so generous. And you got compensation too. So like Autosef, is that what it was? I forgot. I forgot. Autosef. That was yesterday, right?
Such a great move by Supercell. I really think they went above and beyond to make sure that like the people that did spend the money on the Brawl Pass felt rewarded for doing that, or people that have been saving up their gems for a long time. I think that's awesome. Also, I really like that the Trophy Road Brawlers were taken off of the Trophy Road and were put into different rarities. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but at every trophy mark where you would have gotten a Trophy Road Brawler before,
now you just unlock a Brawler. That's cool.
Fat stack of credits to unlock the current Brawler you're working on.
That's cool.
Right? I've experienced it firsthand on my free play account, and it feels amazing. It gives you a real sense of like, oh, I know I want to unlock this Brawler because I chose to unlock this Brawler, and then I'm going to grind out the trophies to get those credits so I can unlock the Brawler. It feels really good, and those first 10,000 trophies feel very rewarding, and that's awesome. That's
very
plenty
cool.
to get new players into the game. I have mentioned a lot of things in this video that Supercell could have done better. I've even specifically brought up things that...
What do you guys think? What do you think he's going to give it? I think he's going to give it a 8 out of 10. I think he's going to say it's an 8 out of 10, which is probably, honestly, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10 update too. I do think they dropped a couple balls here and there, but I think for the most part, they did a pretty solid job with this update. So I personally, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think he's going to say 8 out of 10 as well. I wouldn't be shocked if he says 9, 7 out of 10.
They didn't do very well, but then they corrected. This was a big update with absolutely massive changes, and most of all, I'm just impressed with how much they got right, especially for such a big change to the game.
8.5.
And with that, it is time for me to rate this update. 1 is a terrible update where I think they got everything wrong. 10 is an amazing update where I think they got everything right. 5 is right in the middle. It's neutral or equal good with equal bad. I don't think this was a perfect update, but it was dang close. I have thought about this a lot, and I feel confident.
He's gonna give it a 9.
Score of 9.5.
9.5.
Especially when you consider the fact that Supercell was quick to add more PowerPoints and gold when I realized that the numbers were off. And honestly, the only thing keeping me from giving this update a 10 is the fact that chromatics at mythic and legendary rates cost a bit too much. Well, okay, legendaries are way too much. Mythics are a bit too much. And unlocking them is slightly worse than it was before the update for maybe 5% of players. I don't know. The players that have most brawlers unlocked. Overall, though, this was an absolutely massive win of an update. And honestly, I think it took a lot of courage for the Brawl Stars team to make such a big change.
Yeah, I mean, solid update. I'm not, I've already seen it, not spoiling it. Yeah, solid update. I mean, I don't disagree that they did a good job with the update. I will never say that they did a bad job with it or anything like that. But for the most part, I do think that they definitely dropped the ball a couple places here and there. Not the biggest deal in the world, but yeah. Do you guys think he was too positive? What do you guys think about his review overall? Like, do you think do you guys think he was fair enough? I think he was fair for the most part. I don't like how that one part where he was like, I've been really negative here. I'm sorry. I don't like that part, but I mean, I think for the most part. 9.5 is an arguable take. Yeah, sure. Fair enough. But I think for the most part, he was pretty fair, pretty even keeled about everything. Extremely rare Kyra SW. The part about fame, I agree. The part about fame was a bad take. Like, I don't understand how you say fame has nothing in the game right now, but then you say it's better than getting nothing. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. That's crazy, bro. You know, it took us like an hour to watch that. That's crazy. It's because I kept pausing and talking. Which, I mean, like, whatever. You know, what are you gonna do, right? This is how you pad out watch time, bro. We're sitting at 11:50. The Bills game starts at 1. Can we play together now? Yeah, sure. I was just gonna say we could play probably 45-ish minutes. I gotta take a shower. So my game plan here. We're gonna play a couple games of Brawl. Then we will. Let me put some music on real quick. Let me take. I don't need these on anymore. You guys got music? Put a 1 in chat if you got music. 30-minute video. Can't blame you. That's true. It was a 30-minute video, and I kept pausing. But like, so we'll play a couple games of Brawl, then we'll wrap up stream. The Bills game is at 1. Yeah, you got music. Good. Thank you, AutoSef. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll play a couple games of Brawl, then we'll wrap stream up because the football games start at 1 o'clock. I want to watch the Bills play Chicago. We're probably gonna get not destroyed, but it's gonna be a rough game because of the wind. But yeah, let's jump over onto Brawl Stars. I gotta claim my Frankengrom skin, so I'm gonna do that right quick. One moment. Or not Frankengrom, Krampus. I gave my Krampus skins out already. I gave them to people who haven't gotten a skin yet and stuff like that. Yeah, give me a second, bro. Jesus. Browser. Let's go, Brandon. Where do you guys like the chat? Where'd you win Krampus from? Who was waiting to play with me? Ninja, right? You were waiting to play? We'll kick Glitchy. Because I play with Glitchy all the time. David F. Sweet. Good for you, man. There we go. There's my Krampus Ash. Sweet. I think I'm going to play him today. I don't know if I push my Ash, so I'm okay with tanking him. Ninja, what was your name, bro? What's your name in game? Pyro, we can play together later, man. Dude, you could DM me like anytime and be like, hey, man, can you carry me? And I will join. It's Brandon. Oh, okay. So I already got you in game. Sweet. Have I pushed my Ash yet? 525. Are we gonna win games? Because I don't want to push them and try to lose. Chat looks really bad like this, so I'm gonna stretch it. All right, that'll do. Oh, let's put the skin on. I feel like this is a really good skin. I haven't seen any effects on it or anything like that, but. Can we see the football game? No, I can't. If I restream the football game, I'll get taken down. DMCA, baby. Ah! You guys can't even see the Brawl Stars game. Dude, my phone is shit. It's so bad. I have to do my club league in 4 hours. All right. So what happened? All right, so guys, if you're new to the stream, my phone is trash. The USB port on it is shot, which is obviously how I hook it up to my capture card. So it's going to drop out every now and then. I would prefer to play Brawl Ball, personally. I have the same problem on stream. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure it's the USB port that's the problem. What's up, Dark Lord? How you doing, man? Zote the Mighty. Zote the Goat. Let's go. Nice little Hollow Knight reference. I do need to get back into Hollow Knight. I don't even know how to stream on a phone. I'm technically I'm streaming on a PC. I just have my phone hooked up to a capture card. Oh, I got mad delay. Look how long that is. Dude, I got like a full second and a half delay here. I'm not going to be able to play Ash with these guys. No. Dude, this is bad. I can't spam shots. You guys see how long this delay is? It's so bad. Just tank it, tank it. Let's go. Dude, can you carry me? I need to push my brawlers to rank 20. That sounds rough. I'm a rank 20, Andy. Ball, move it up, bro. Ooh, who cares about the delay? Who cares about the delay? I'm not Andy. For real though, who's playable with delay? Poco, but my Poco's 550 already, so I don't want to tilt him. Not Dynamite. Maybe I can make Tick work. Barley seems tough. Nita has no delay. Let's go Nita. Buster, I would say. What's my Buster at right now? 525? 516. We could play Buster. I need to try to push my brawlers up to 550. See, Ash is an auto-aim brawler too, but the problem is he has shot delay, like, inherently. So when you add his shot delay on top of the extra shot delay, it was just not going to work consistently. Worst super in my life right there, not going to lie. All right, so we are laying against a Shelly. Obviously, not the best matchup for me. I'll make it work. No, I won't. No, I won't. Buster just spam auto aim. We're going to corner this. Charge my super brother. I think we're good to move the ball up. She's going to try to super on us. Where's he at? Oh, dude. How? Infinite range Frank hacks. I'm trying to heal here, okay? My goal in life right now is to heal. I probably shouldn't have chucked it in front of the thing, but yeah. But you know what? We live and we learn. Oh, shit, we're down a goal. We need to score. We need to score. Shoot it! Shoot the ball! Well, this one's an L, boys. Does this work? It does work. I'll own this one. I'll hold it. I played like shit. Where's Pasta at? Probably chilling. It is Christmas Eve, man. I'll hold that. I'll hold that L. That's my bad. You're a Power 5 Meg at rank 30. That's my life. You're a Fang in a solo showdown. There's 2 Chesters teaming. I would personally die in the smoke instead of fighting both Chesters. Chesters is just annoying, right? He would back off. All right, waste that. I'm going to try to heal up a little bit. I think we're going to have to yank these guys. Ooh, good block, good block. I died. Clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. He didn't clear it. He should have just chucked it up the map. Ah! Chester needs an insanely huge nerf. Once they nerf his damage, he's dead. Calling it, bro. Calling it. Bum, bum, bum. You see Edgar spinning? It's me. Are we dead? Ooh! Brandon popping off, bro. Let's go. You stream sniping? He might be trying. Joke's on him. I'm in the trophy range where you can't snipe. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. What trophy range are we playing in? Are we in the 500s? I feel like we should be in the 500s. I feel like I'm in the 500s. I don't know about you guys. $500s is my battlegrounds. Oh, let's go, guys. Punch that in. Punch that ball in. You brought it back. You brought it the wrong way. Friendos, you brought it the wrong way. No! I thought he was going to go short side. I thought he was going to go short side. I had a shot. I had a shot at saving that. People who got killed by a Meg should be ashamed. Was there a Meg? There wasn't even a Meg in that game. What are you talking? We haven't even played a Meg, brother. I would be impressed if he could stream snipe at 500. That's just some insane luck if you queue up with me at 500. Yeah, I'm on NA server. I don't know what server we're playing on right now. I am here. So am I, brother. I'm here. No, because I died to a Megan solo. Oh, okay. That's all right, man. Was she in her tank or was it just normal Meg? And did she third party you? Oh. Excuse me, guys. I'm a trash streamer. POV, you're a trash streamer. POV, you're trash at Brawl Stars. Boop, boop, boop. I tried to put my shield up. It didn't work. Dude, you should be supering. Are we good? Yeah. Rip, you scored. Pop off, boys. Pop off, kings! Easiest win of my life. Easiest win of my life. We're putting it together, guys. Ah! Oh, my shield's useless in this matchup. Never mind. I found the one use of it. Oh, shit. Let's go. I am helping you all. You're doing great, man. What happened to our walls? I'm going to assume the dynamite blew them up. Give me a shot. You guys both died of the dynamite? Come on, man. No. No. That was a throw, boys. We threw so hard. We should have won that matchup easily. They had no hard counters to us. We all just played like shit. Alright, if you want to play Hot Zone, whatever. Whatever mode you guys want to play. You know what? I agree. Hot Zone it is. Single zone, Hot Zone. I'm not playing Buster in this situation here. I apologize about my phone being trash. All right, guys. We played so badly. I'm gonna go Mr. P, even though he's the worst brawler in the entire game. Actually, you know what? We want somebody who can hold the zone. Who's gonna hold the zone? Shit. Bo? Let's go, Bo. Bo knows wins. Squeak is good. Squeak's good. I don't know if the delay is going to be a problem, though. The delay may be an issue. I'll switch. I can switch to Squeak. Let's see how the delay goes with Bo. And then if it's really bad, we can switch. Slowed. We land those shots. Move to the right. This is one thing that bothers me when people play Tick on this map is they just sit in the corner like that. Like, you realize the moment that somebody has somebody blow up that wall, you're screwed. I mean, they don't have a wall break right now. All right, we're going to be smart with these mines and not put them down when people are watching. Secret mines. We're going to put them right there. I'm the barley. I feel like you're capping. I feel like you are not the barley. This is a hard-fought game right here. I smell cap. Bro, there's a bee in there. Look out. The thing's popping off. Pop off, young son. I'm just out here giving her the wiggles, and we win. Woo! Didn't he already say he played a game?
Hey.
Yes. You need to use the bathroom. Hold on one moment, boys. All right, camera's off. My wife needs to go to the bathroom, so we're going to take a quick intermission, all right? So we're chilling. Anyway, the guy that was Barley, Jonvik. Didn't he say he played Edgar or something? Nah. 10 hours later. Yo, Dark Lord Play says you're gonna take 10 hours. No, I changed. Autosef. I smell cap. Capsaicin. I need a better spot for my chat because it just looks like it's on screen right now. Let's put it on my face. You are cap. I like how you said that all in caps too. Your wife is cap. Oh my god. You hear that? Your wife. Or my wife is cap. She said, how am I cap? I haven't said anything. I smell, see, taste, hear, and touch cap. Hold on, what? I don't know. You've literally been on a stream. You were on stream 2 streams ago. 3 streams ago. All the senses of cap. It's like a 6th sense of capness. You guys want me to play Squeak? Is that what it was? Squeak Amaya? We're keeping that, and then instead of chain reaction, we're going super sticky. We're just going to be a slowing machine. Your wife has been cheating. Nah. 0% chance that happened. Ever. My whole life is cap. Oh! Get some Squeak gears on Squeak. Oh shit, I got him level 10. When did that happen? What kind of gear we like on Squeak? Probably damage, right? Damage is normally the safe pick. Although, I think Squeak has enough health where you can take advantage of health. But damage is probably the de facto use this gear. And now we have 48,000 coins. We're broke. Bum, bum, bum. Gene and Hot Zone. Hey, man. We're Bobby BSing it out here, all right? We're Bobby BSing it out here. You have so many coins. I wish I had 10K. I never spent the money they gave me back for. I never spent the coins they gave me back for gears. So that's where all my coins came from. So eventually I'm gonna run out, but I'm pretty selective about what brawlers I upgrade to 10 and 11. I think these are ones that most of the brawlers I have at 10 are ones that I just did as I was getting power points because you know everything was RNG. Everything back when then was RNG, so it was like whatever I get, I'm gonna upgrade. That's why I think Jesse and Mortis were my first level 11 brawlers. Yo, why are you throwing shit?
Why are you acting like I'm here? I don't exist.
See you later, Cap. All right, Jelly's gone. Let's get back to it. She's gone. All right. We were just waiting. I didn't want to play without camera, bro. She's so camera shy. I would 100% let her hang out on stream, but she's camera shy. She did stream. We did an off-camera stream when we did the Frankengron giveaway, and she had fun doing it. And she wants to do like an Animal Crossing stream where we just chill, talk, and play Animal Crossing. But it'd have to be off-camera because she's just camera shy. There's a bow in the bush, boys. Blizz is streaming, so I'm going to go watch him. Sad. Sad. Alright, enjoy his stream. Thanks for hanging out, Dark Plays. See you later, buddy. But also watch you play. Boys, I'm popping off. I don't know if you recognize what real... I don't know if real recognizes real here. The only thing I'm not doing is getting in the zone. Jam, you get money for this? You have a 2 job? What? No, I don't get money for this. I do have a job. Are we gonna lose? We're gonna lose, bro. I had such a good game and we're gonna lose. Bro, I had such a good game, and we lost! Ah! I don't know what happened. I'm so bad at Gene. It's alright, man. No worries, man, yeah? Just roll with the punches, yeah? Where's the barley at? That poor 8-bit. I knew there was a Gale in there, but there was nothing I could do about it. Do I have a club that I can join? I'm in a club. Don't join my club. It's bad. I'll show you how bad my club is, and you'll be like, nah, never mind. I'm in this club because I can't get kicked out of this club. That's why I'm in this club. Dude, I'm stuck. What is going on? What is going on? Why can't I move? What has happened? I think they've given up. They got dunked on by the squeak. So I'm in this club. Here's my club, all right? There's only 8 people in this club. This guy's been off for over a month. This guy's been off for over a month. This guy's 29 days. This guy's over a month. This guy's over a month. This guy's over a month. This guy's an hour. Right? So everybody's super inactive. Here's our club. Here's our current club. Our current club league going. Wait, what's chaos and crap? Holy crap, we're in first place. Do you know why we're in first place? Because I did club league and I won all my games. Look, everybody else is zeros. And me, I'm chilling at 13, baby. I'm the best person in club league in my club. You're actually in a decent league. I want to get presidency of this club and then take it over. And then invite people into it. And then we can actually do club league, like, officially. Because, like you said, we're already in a decent league. Why? Because I can't get kicked out for not doing club league, because I don't really do club league that much. Club league has been one of those things that, like, I just put on the back burner, even though it's definitely the best rewards in the entire game for anything. Like, bar for bar, if you're going to do anything, if you're only going to play a couple matches a game, you should do club league. But in my opinion, it's just really annoying. It's just very cumbersome. I'm not a big fan of the system personally. What's up, Get Good? How you doing, bro? Yeah, but then I have to start the whole club from scratch, and we're going to start in a shit club league, and people aren't going to join right away because it's shit club. I'm going to die here. I survive on 87. We survive on 87. We take those. The gene polls. Are we pulling stuff? Are they actually goated? Zote the goat. We're making a comeback, boys. Tagged him up. Let's go. We play it fast and loose out here, boys. I'm taking a lot of damage, but don't mistake it. Don't die, guys. No! Not like this. Ah! That's my fault. I shouldn't have been in the zone. I should have spaced out. I died. Stream's dead. Ah! Damn it. Are we live? Are we lagging? Guys, I apologize. Like I said many times, we're in the middle of a snowstorm. So if stream lags or whatever, just assume my internet dropped out. The Otis is a goated pick. Otis is such a good brawler, man. He does so much damage. The fact that you could just cancel people. Otis is definition of cancel culture. I think this is the best squeak build right here. Slows for days. Am I late? Oh, dude, you're super late. You're super late. In fact, we're going to wrap stream up in just a minute here. Bro! I hate this so much. My life is pain. Bam! Definitely best if you play, unless you play Robo Rumble. Yeah, I suppose so. Speaking of which, I actually have to do the mini games today. Big game. Ugh. Big game. Ugh. Does anybody actually like big game anymore? It's rewind time. You feel that, guys? I think we're done here. Anyway, for real though, it was a great stream. I appreciate everyone who hung out, whether you just came in or whether you stayed the whole time. It was fun. Good hanging out with you guys. We watched the Kairos time video. I think it was very good. I don't know when the next time I'm going to stream is. I'm probably going to have another really busy week because I have a Christmas party on Wednesday and I have another Christmas party at my house on Saturday. So I'm going to be busy with that stuff. That one's more like a New Year's party, but it's my Christmas party with my siblings. So I'm going to try to get a video done for Raspberry Jam. I got to work on that. That's going to be the reaction video we farmed up from Kairos time yesterday. If you're not subbed to Raspberry Jam already, you should do that. Raspberry Jam Brawl Stars. I will drop a link to my channel in the chat, the chatterino. Chat. Paste. That's Raspberry Jam, my other channel where I uploaded my actual edited videos. If you're new, not subscribed to Raspberry Jam, go subscribe over there. Make sure you watch 1 or 2 videos in your free time. And the next time, like I said, I don't know when the next time I'm going to stream is. I'm going to try to get 1 video done this week, and then maybe later in the week next week, maybe like Thursday, Friday. Can you send the Discord? Discord is in the description of the stream, isn't it? Stream settings, edit. Yeah, Discord's in the description of the stream. Copy. But if you need it, here you go. So yeah, probably a stream, possibly later next week. Probably, I might stream Saturday morning, depends on how everything goes during the week. But there will be video out on Raspberry Jam. If not, I will see you guys next week or the week after. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye.